So I wanted to start with this story. The Cheesecake Factory tells its landlords it will not be paying rent on April 1st. So the Cheesecake Factory, they're all anarchists now.
They're
Punk rock.
Cheesecake Factory.
I mean, give it to the Cheesecake Factory for leading the brigade and not paying these bullshit rents.
I know, man. Look when we want a pillar of strength, who do we look to as Americans? You know, it used to be people like Abraham Lincoln. It used to be people like John Fitzgerald Kennedy. But now, motherfucking Cheesecake Factory.
When I think about people who are
corporation.
When I think about people eating in a Cheesecake Factory, I think pillar of strength.
And joining us from Echo Park is our co-host emeritus, our friend, Dr. Pat Riley. How's it going, Pat?
It's going good. Now that the news has come out about Cheesecake Factory, I just want to announce that me and my buddies are turning the Glendale Cheesecake Factory into an info shop. So if anybody is interested in our literature and our pamphlets, we have some dumpster dive meals that we're putting together. Actually, it's all dumpster dive. We're all freegans here at the Cheesecake Factory. Come by, you know.
Freegan cheesecake is that's gonna be an issue.
Oh man, you know, I think that the highest calorie chain of all the American chains
is the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
More so than Tubby's Bacon Asshole?
Tubby's Bacon Asshole actually has a paleo diet.
Yeah, they're keto.
Yeah.
You can keto at Tubby's Bacon Asshole.
But yeah, no, like apparently, and I think in these times, you know, you need to pack on the calories. You're in for the winter. You're quarantined. They saw this. Cheesecake Factory saw this.
We're in for the summer, by the way. I just want to throw that out there. We are not in for the winter.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
At least we don't have AC.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's a nice aspect about Los Angeles. Not a lot of places have AC.
Yeah, and we can't go to the movie theater, which is what I normally do in the summer. So yeah.
Fart.
Did everybody see John Piper, at John Piper? He describes himself as a senior teacher, desiring God, chancellor of Bethlehem College and Seminary, advocate for serious joy in God through Jesus Christ at any cost. He had an absolutely immortal tweet. And try to unpack this if you can, because I had to read it like 6 times and I still don't think I get what he's saying.
Okay.
Watching pornography during the coronavirus is like a person sentenced to house arrest because of arson setting his own house on fire.
Is that a Dennis Miller joke?
It doesn't have enough references to like Pierre Trudeau or something to be a Dennis Miller joke. But yeah, it needs some more obscure references. But it is like I sat there.
Is that to say that like is he saying that looking at porn right now, because you can't go out, is just going to stoke that little horny bone where you're going to kill yourself?
I think he's saying that we our own behavior caused the coronavirus.
Yes. Uh-huh. So it took me. You did it so much faster than I did. I seriously sat there for like 5 minutes because there's no punctuation in any of this. This tweet is written like a fucking Cormac McCarthy novel. It's just like a long sentence. And I sat there for like 5 minutes being like, wait, what? And what I think Sam is right. What I think he's saying is...
I dropped out of high school. I'm pretty smart.
You didn't need it.
I think he's saying, that...
Wait, could you read it one more time just for context?
Yes. Watching pornography during the coronavirus is like a person sentenced to house arrest because of arson setting his own house on fire.
Okay, now explain.
He's saying that the watching porno is the cause of the coronavirus.
Right, like he's saying that...
like it sends people out into the world because they get all horny?
No. What he's... No. Did you smoke more of that mangy-wangy?
No, I'm truly just stupid. Like
No, all right, this is what I got from it. I think that he's saying that the coronavirus is caused by the sin of the world. And inherent in that sin of the world, part of that would be the viewing and disturbing to pornography. And so he's saying that you're basically causing more fire instead of putting it out because it's basically the more you watch porn, the angrier God is going to get.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's like, but then it's like a person sentenced to house arrest because of arson, setting his own house on fire. You could just lose that clause in the middle.
Are you in house arrest in a burning house or in the ashes of?
That's not clear.
No, I mean, I was
You got like a Tiger King cage or something where your house used to be.
yeah.
I didn't take the Kaplan SAT prep classes, so I really don't understand what he's saying.
I think
it's when
reasoning.
when you like set your mom's house on fire, and then the fire department shows up and puts it out, but then it's your mom, so she still lets you live there, even though you just caught the house on fire, And
then a senator blames it on you watching Beavis and Butthead, and it should be taken off the air.
Yeah.
I'd say they blame it on Marilyn and the heroin, as Marshall Mathers once put it.
Oh my God.
It's a good point. So don't jerk off because that's the problem.
Yeah, that's really what's doing it, and it's
porn.
And if that's true, then my God, this epidemic is going to just stoke so much fire because there's basically nothing else to do at this point
Except to fiddle with your nether regions.
Yeah. Fiddle with your nether regions while Rome burns.
I'll tell you, I haven't had that urge to do it as much.
Yeah, I thought I would want to do it a lot.
I thought I was going to be jacking off like crazy, but no, it's because it's like body stuff is grossing me out right now.
It's causing an issue.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like the social distance. It's like not that it was. I don't know. There's something about it that's just.
That's your own.
My own issues.
No, it's your own body.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, there's. Like a call to arms to masturbate to. It's not like forbidden fruit anymore. It's like, well, everyone jerk it. It's like you don't feel like you're getting away with something a little naughty. You know what I mean? I don't know. I haven't found myself doing it nearly as much. But
speaking of being freaked out by body stuff, by the way, I won the award for most disgusting person at the grocery store today. Showed up like this. Got my basketball shorts on, sleeveless shirt, baby.
Were people looking at you?
People were. Oh, I accidentally grabbed the wrong.
Picking up the last roll of toilet paper and open mouth coughing on it.
No, I picked up. There was a shopping cart at the end of one of the aisles. I put my shopping cart at the end of an aisle.
Yeah.
Went down the aisle to go, get something, and came back, and there was a shopping cart before mine, also at the end of the aisle, and I just absentmindedly grabbed it because it was full of shit, and I thought it was mine. And then this woman looked at me like I had just slapped her baby or something. She was like, "Hey, why are you doing that?" And I was like, "Oh, sorry, wrong cart." And she had a fucking mask on. She had a fucking hoodie pulled tight, gloves, the whole thing. And I'm just looking like I just, came out of basketball practice or something.
Rivers, I have you beat for the most hideous appearance at a grocery store.
Oh yeah.
I went to the grocery store today. And I did kind of protect myself. I was wearing blue hospital gloves, but the thing was I was wearing blue hospital gloves with a orange Adidas tracksuit.
Yeah,
and that is such a weird look. I'll tell you.
That's hired killer. Yeah, that's what that looks like.
Yeah, you were dressed like Mark Wahlberg at the end of The Departed.
Yeah.
Oh sure, yeah. No, I was walking around, and I was I saw one person wearing a straight up gas mask with ski goggles, and I myself felt like I looked like I was in some sort of organized crime syndicate.
Yeah.
And of course I didn't do my hair up, so it was I got wavy hair, and it just was just in a point. It was kind of in a weird faux hockey sort of thing. Yeah, I was definitely looking quite the wreck.
Well, it's now. Has everybody seen the video of the what do they call those? Techno goths or whatever, where they're
cyber goths?
Cyber goths, yeah, where they're all dancing and they all have gas masks and stuff. It's dude,
that's social distancing.
Turns out they were right the whole fucking time.
This is how you social distance.
We're all going to be down in the LA River dancing with cyber goths and blue dreadlocks and gas masks.
They saw ahead, you understand, because they hang out in the parking lot of cheesecake factories.
Did you all ever see the documentary The Merchants of Cool?
No.
All
right, so this was on heavy rotation in college. There was a PBS special called The Merchants of Cool, which was about cool hunters that would go out, and this was back in the early 2000s before there was Instagram or anything like that. And there would be people that would go to events and just take photographs of quote unquote people they thought were cool, and they would base their marketing off of it. And one I remember distinctly was a guy. They were at a Marilyn Manson show, and there was this person that looked completely professional taking a photograph. I think through one of those disposable cameras of a guy in like no shirt, bondage pants, gas mask, and just like it's like, all right, make a pose, and he does this thing where he just like does the most like late 90s butt rock sort of pose, like the only way I could describe the pose was Mudvayne, and it was
Mudvayne.
like, yeah. And that guy is just that guy was a prophet, I guess.
It would the pose be like hands on the knees, bent over, but making like a face like you're mad at somebody, kind of. Oh, you mean like one of these, like with the
this like the hand,
the casting wizard fingers.
Yeah, casting wizard fingers, knee up,
upside down peace sign.
Yeah, getting kind of small, like almost like a flamingo, sort of like a flamingo stance with those like casting wizard fingers, maybe a middle finger with the thumb up. Yeah, that sort of thing.
Dude, that's the dark web for cool right there. Oh my god.
Hell yeah. Well, what else did you see any other weird stuff at the grocery store this run?
No, I didn't. It was pretty low key. It was the first time I've really left the house in like a week.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it was kind of. I mean, I've gone for walks with the little guy, and he's been with the things that we've been watching to pass the time have gotten more and more random. So the big thing is that my son loves dancing. Yeah, he's always like not yet a year old.
Yeah.
So he just like kind of holds on to the coffee table and bounces up and down. It's like really, really hype. The thing that we've been watching is the new dance show, which was this show. Like I think it was like public access in Detroit during the like 90s, like the early 90s. And it's the most amazing dance show ever. It looks like it was shot in like just some studio or almost like a abandoned store in a mall, because there's like random mirrors and TV screens and things like that, and the people are just like half the people are dressed up in their work clothes and the other half are dressed up in like whatever. Like there's one guy in the background that's always in the background that's wearing like a Zorro outfit, like this middle-aged dude, and it's tremendous. Like the music on it's awesome, but this was just like we've been watching a lot of that.
How did you find this?
I looked up a song. I was looking up like "It's Time for the Percolator." You know that song? The one that's like it's basically a guy just going, "It's time for the percolator. It's time for," like repeat it over and over again, and then it has that like that kind of
LCD sound system song.
It's like Chicago juke music. Like that's the kind of genre.
All right.
And that came up, and my God, it was the most amazing like dance show I've ever seen. Because it was actually the best like clip that I found of it was somebody used a clip of it for the Dos Races song, "Fake Patois," and it's just a lot of guys with just like vest, no shirt, like wearing all sorts of formal wear with no shirt. So a guy was wearing a suit and a tie with no shirt. It was like, it's awesome. It's great fun. And the music's good too. And the dancing ain't bad. So that's been
Have you been able to like,
row.
Have you been able to watch anything? I mean, like, have you been able to like throw on something like Tiger King and be like, he's not making memories?
I mentioned this on Twitter, man. Like, I'm from Florida, so this guy, like, the guy's from Florida, but I know I know a couple of guys that are big cat guys that are equally as insane as Joe Exotic.
Oh yeah.
So it's like one of those things where it's like, I think I mentioned it on the show. Like, one of the guys was a dude. It was this guy who had a big cat rescue. "Quote unquote" big cat rescue, but basically his big cat rescue is that he would take like a tiger to the flea market and like just have it jump through hoops, like as they tend to do. And he was dating my high school best friend's like mother, and and he got into like a custody battle over the cats, like 50 tigers and lions, and then like
Jesus.
There was one thing where he basically orchestrated, like, it's this long convoluted story, but he basically orchestrated this heist of $2 million worth of antique swords that were stolen from a museum.
What?
Like, so
would you say that these were cat burglars? Ooh. But yeah, it seems like this all big cat people get into insane crimes like this.
Yeah, no. So it was like these swords that were stolen from, like, during the Vietnam War, that were stolen from a museum in Vietnam. And so somebody had them in a collection.
Yeah.
And there was like some sort of thing where he thought he owned them.
Yeah.
When like really neither of them owned them. So we got this like group of people to come in to like rob the place. And then he was going to there were people coming in on fast boats to buy him. And it was like this insane sort. And then like somebody that was like an informant, an undercover person from the like FBI or customs or something got involved and arrested this guy. And the story for it in the newspaper was absolutely amazing because like he just because he's like this 7'2" tall dude with a mullet, just like, oh my God, he was tremendous. And yeah, there's just stories that my friend would tell me about this guy.
I was
he got house arrest for it, which was like insane. Where he like a $2 million heist.
I was trying to find while you were saying all that, I was trying to find the article. So I just typed in Florida sword heist, but instead have found like no less than 7 articles of just like Florida man accused of throwing a samurai sword at the police. Robber involved in Midtown jeweler heist. Like it's just all Florida man stuff with that involves swords.
It was funny because he would do the flea market, and the other guy that did the flea market was an Elvis impersonator, an act where he was an Elvis impersonator and his daughter was a belly dancer. And she would like, and then they closed the stage, and he just basically like guerrilla style, like just invaded the food court, with his Elvis like act, and he got arrested in a like To Catch a Predator style sting.
I think we talked about that on here. Actually.
Where he like just showed up like in his Elvis costume.
Oh,
this, like, sting.
Oh no!
An Elvis costume with an American flag, like cape.
Can't imagine the guy who forced his daughter to be a belly dancer would do anything like that.
You know.
So yeah, no, I also don't have Netflix, so I haven't gotten the compunction to do it. But yeah, I've heard of this guy, and yeah, I'm kind of intrigued because it's just completely over the top.
Yeah,
and I'll feel homesick.
It's
interesting.
Well, it's Oklahoma, right? It's not even Florida.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought he was. Yeah.
Well, no, that's
they touch on Florida.
The woman's from Florida.
Yeah, one of the ladies is from Florida, but the main thing, that's the funny thing is everybody keeps being like, oh yeah, this is like the perfect Florida man. I'm like, motherfuckers from Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So.
Well, if Hulu wants to do a knockoff, the guy's name is Ray Thunderhawk. That they should really look.
Oh, I think we should do a knockoff. I think that's our next.
That can be Hulu's like fire, like the Fire Fest, the inferior one.
Yeah, no, I think we should do that. I'll get to looking at it. We'll talk about the sword heist. That sounds fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Coronavirus. I mean, what's new?
I don't know.
I feel like this is my new theory on the coronavirus. At first,
it's not real. It's a liberal conspiracy.
Well,
our brains are broken.
I mean, they are trying they're trying to tank the economy, so Trump looks bad.
This is obvious.
No, here's what it was. At first, you're like, cool, I got some days home. I don't have to do shit. And then you're like, holy fucking shit, there's nothing to do. I'm bored as fuck. Mm-hmm. And now it's just like plateaued somewhere in the middle of that. To where you're like, it's boring, but there's some stuff to do, and I'm ultimately feel okay about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone's rounding the corner of this grieving process of their life pre-coronavirus to acceptance, and they're just like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I mean,
I gotta say, I've been walking on the beach. That's the way to go, man.
That's nice. Have you been like skipping rocks and stuff?
Yeah, just hanging out out there.
That sounds peaceful.
That's nice. I can't. I'm too fat to surf, so this will have to do.
Oh, come on! No one's too fat to surf.
Yeah, well, I guess That's
I'm dangerously close to taking up knitting.
Knitting?
No
yeah,
that sounds good.
Yeah,
one of
that stage.
One of the listeners texted me and asked if we had been taking on any new hobbies or activities because they started baking bread.
Ooh, yeah.
But knitting? You're gonna do knitting? I haven't done shit.
I'm thinking. I'm in the market for a hobby, and knitting just seems apropos. I'm not doing bread making. Forget that.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing bread making.
I've spent a lot of my money just to like pass the time before this at shopping for things that I didn't need but just kind of wanted.
Yeah.
Like like I had like I have a bunch of books that I have not read, and that's been my new hobby, is just going through those books.
Okay.
Which has been, I feel like in some way subconsciously preparing myself to be quarantined for months.
Yeah. Books are good.
Yeah, books are good.
Yeah.
Trying to watch new movies and shit. And
I feel like I've been going back and just watching.
Yeah,
shit.
I got the Criterion channel.
Oh, did you?
oh shit, I need that. What is it? Its own channel?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm getting that shit.
Is it subscription based? Does it cost?
It is, yeah. It's $10.99 a month, but there's a 14-day free trial, so
Worth it.
you can cancel it in 14 days.
Or I can give you my WWE Network password, so you don't have to support Saudi Arabia, and then you can give me that.
That's an interesting thing to think about. Think about all the people who lend out their streaming services right now. They could really hold all of their friends in jeopardy. I mean, everyone I know who pays for Netflix is like, there's 50 other people on it.
Yeah.
They could really fuck their friends over right now.
Changing the password.
Just change that password up and be like, what have you done for me lately?
Right. Yeah.
And then the Venmos start coming in. This is how you get the Venmos.
This is how I win.
Yeah, this is how I win.
I don't think unfettered access to Ozu films is really a great bargaining chip.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's very
Nobody's
niche.
gonna watch Chantal Ackerman films now.
Listen, you cannot watch Battleship Potemkin.
Isn't The Rock considered a Criterion Collection film? Like the Michael Bay film The Rock?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. What? Yeah, that one in
Armageddon
Armageddon,
is,
too.
Yeah.
How did that?
Yeah.
I actually.
I respect their call for that being included.
It's significant to filmmaking.
Yeah, I
Sure.
guess.
Yeah.
Introduce like the Michael Bay theory of blow shit up.
Yeah.
And
It was a good movie.
No, it's a great movie, but it seems like Criterion is, they're like,
you got like all of Bergman's films, and then
when
Armageddon.
Like when Wes Anderson's films are released, they're automatically released onto Criterion.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that kind of shit.
This is true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like for auteurs and stuff. Although I guess Michael Bay at this point,
I mean, he kind of is.
he's kind of
He's the explosion guy.
He made Pain and Gain. That's a fucking amazing movie.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm
Still
wearing my
never seen it.
Zubaz right now, baby. So
Oh,
I'm
is
ready
that
for Pain and
dude?
Gain.
We should watch Pain and
Yeah.
Gain for the Patreon this
Yeah,
week.
there we go.
Oh shit! Look at him.
Oh, you got your Zubaz on. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I got my auburn-colored Zubaz. Yeah.
Fuck
so
yeah.
We know that I've hit this stage. Being a hermit, that the Zubaz is out.
You want to know what the real indicator of how fucking weird things are was I did my laundry yesterday, and there were well, no, but hear me out. It was like almost 2 weeks worth of laundry, and there were only 3 pairs of socks. That's how you know shit's fucking crazy. That's how little I've left the house. That just means I've put on shoes to go outside 3 times. Doesn't bode well.
Slippers. I've been breaking those slippers in.
Oh yeah.
It's been nice.
Speaking of socks, I just got my UPS shipment of 2 new pairs of socks, so I have to bounce. So.
Oh well, shit. Yeah. Man.
Oh yeah, dude. Good talking to you, man.
Bye.
All right, peace.
Bye.
That's Dr. Pat.
Yeah.
He's doing well.
Yeah.
He's still healthy.
I think we're all doing as well as you know. The thing is too, where everyone's just like, man, is this going to push back the Olympics, and is this going to push back football? And it's like people don't realize like this is week 1. It's like, and it probably will. It's like, you know how fucking insane we're going to be by June. Like people are going to be fucking tearing each other's eyes out and shit.
I'm telling you, man, the Cheesecake Factory took the Joker pill, dude. It can't be that much longer for the rest of us. That's
all will.
Great. That'd be great if they did. If it worked,
Oh man, we're all gonna make space operas.
Well, you want to hear something?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Remember yesterday, our listener who works at GameStop,
Yes.
who's gonna go by Goomba.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
So Goomba calls into their work. Or doesn't call into work, calls into their local government and reports that GameStop is still open.
Sure.
Just because fuck them as a company.
Right.
So today they get a message from their regional manager telling them, open up the store. It's no big deal. After the government showed up the day before and said anybody here in 24 hours is going to get a citation.
Oh my God. What?
Jeez, like even the employees?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Not really, because they're not supposed to be open. They should just not go in.
Well, I guess they should be direct it to the manager. Or be like, they told me I have to be here.
No, I don't think at that point you just got to be like, no.
Right, right.
Also, they don't have managers at GameStop. They have leaders.
What? What?
Because if you
Tiger Kings at man,
Tiger Kings?
here's the deal: if you have managers, you have to pay them benefits.
Oh, of course they're that fucking company.
You know, they're the Walmart of video games. It's like just buy a game system from like a Walmart or a Target and then download the games. You don't even need hard copies anymore, do you?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I actually, just out of curiosity from yesterday's episode, did drive by the GameStop on La Brea on my way back, and it was very closed.
Well, in California, all the employees went on strike.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah. They're not having that shit. Man, that is a stinky cologne, GameStop. Like,
yeah.
why you got to Vanessa Hudgens yourself during this time? You know what I mean? Like, just fucking close up.
Why you got to Kirstie Alley yourself?
Yeah, why you got to do that? Like, just, you know what? Just eat the TV dinners, and watch the Tiger King, and then rewatch it like 80 more times, and then we'll be done. We'll be over.
We should just look up a bunch of celebrities and see where they stand on the coronavirus.
Like the ones that were like potentially on edge to begin with.
Yeah.
Like who
I
would
want to know what Michael Richards thinks of all this.
Ooh, yeah, good call.
Well, you know what I did find out that I didn't know? Neil Diamond is still alive.
Yeah.
I thought Neil Diamond died in like 2017.
Yeah.
He got online to sing a parody of Sweet Caroline called "Wash Those Hands." Wash those hands.
Bum, bum. That doesn't even rhyme with Sweet Caroline.
Yeah, well,
Jesus.
but
We should get Weird Al in there to help him out.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But I was shocked, man. I logged on and I saw somebody had retweeted it. I was like, Neil Diamond's still alive? I swear to God, I thought he died. But I think I'm thinking of Glenn Campbell.
I get him and Tom Jones confused a lot.
Yeah, well, they're both still alive.
Tom
yeah.
Jones is kicking. Apparently, Tom Jones is making some pretty good records still.
Yeah. Well, shit, man. Yeah.
Praise
He
him,
never
boy.
stopped.
Nah.
He never stopped.
I
you
know. He played the Greek Theater last summer and apparently brought out as a surprise for the
Kanye
end.
West.
No.
Louis
That'd be-
C.K.
That'd be amazing. Brought out Van Morrison. And I was
shit,
like,
yeah, dude.
Jesus Christ, why did I miss that?
Oy.
Concerts were fun. Remember those?
Yeah, those were fun. That's a notion of the past, though. Anyone who is who is selfish enough to have children in this time right now will have to explain the concept of a concert to
Oh,
them.
God, there's going to be so many kids.
Oh yeah.
Mini baby boom, for sure.
Yeah, because
Absolutely.
when you take away everything else, all that people can do is fuck.
Yeah. So in 20 whoever's running for president, if we have that still, I still think we'll have the Nitro King of Thunderdome. But
Sure.
if we still have presidents in 2038, there will be people trying to reach out to the coronavirus baby boom demographic.
I just
I
hope.
feel like if you're doing a lot of fucking right now, the number one thing you should be doing is not trying to have a baby
Fucking A, man.
because there's no work.
Yeah,
How are you going to
true.
support a baby?
That's-
I think if not right now, if anything, it's the time where people are going to be fucking pulling out extra early.
Yeah.
The Ken Burns documentary is like, it was the least satisfying time in American history.
Yeah. I think that's
No one enjoyed anything.
in general. This all of this is just not satisfying. That's the whole, there's no stakes. There's no
yeah.
stakes to anything.
Oh yeah. We're cut loose, baby.
We're just flipping pud every single day. There's not shit to do. I mean,
I'm playing video games like a madman.
Yeah.
hopefully when this election comes, I forgot there's even an election going on.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be.
That's
canceled.
what Trump wanted.
Yeah, when this election comes through, I hope Bernie Sanders is declared, the Doom King of the Badlands, and he wears like a skull. He wears like a necklace made of skulls.
Yeah.
And, then our healthcare will be free.
There we go. Speaking of politics and stuff, and I'm using his word here. Senator Kevin Kramer of North Dakota. Basically, he replied to a Daily Caller tweet that said, Senator Pelosi says on her bill that, quote, everything we are suggesting just relates to COVID-19. It's not about making policy for the future. It's not changing policy except as it applies here. And a senator, one of 100, replied, she's retarded.
Jesus,
He's got my vote.
he speaks the common man's language. Lord,
So, that is...
throwing our words around. Is that how?
I mean, again, why there need to be 2 Dakotas in the first place is beyond me. But
just make it Dakota.
just make it Dakota. But yeah, so
Christ.
that's where we're at.
Yeah. Sam, do you have a segment or anything?
Oh yeah. Do you got any social media weirdness that you pulled? 'Cause,
I didn't pull any today. You guys got one?
I mean, that's pretty much mine. Yeah.
I
Jesus.
could do some tough questions, I guess.
Do you have more
Ooh.
tough questions?
Ooh, hit us
think
with some
so.
tough questions.
Okay. You have to quarantine.
Come on.
Like, seriously, like, you have to lock yourself in a fucking vault type quarantine.
Okay.
And there's 2 people with you. You get to pick them. It has to be somebody you love and somebody you hate.
Ooh.
Jesus.
Ooh. Great one.
This
It
is listener suggested.
It has to be someone you love and someone you hate.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bernie and Trump, baby.
That would not be a fun quarantine. That'd
Endless
be
debate.
terrible.
Yeah. You just watch Bernie tear down Trump like
Yeah, it'd be fun.
every minute of the day.
It'd be I mean, it's not going to be any less fun with anyone else.
That was a smart call too, because to do like personal people like who you personally like, if you'd had like your mom and then someone you hate, it's like that. You don't want to subject your mom to that shit.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
So it's like someone who you love who can take the abuse or the agitation from the person that you both theoretically hate.
Yeah.
Oh,
If
boy.
it's your mom and then your dad.
I don't hate my dad. I guess if you hated your then it's
Yeah.
like childhood all over again. But I mean, person I love, it has to be someone strong and resilient
Yeah.
who is a constant source of good energy.
Yeah, that's important because you're
Ooh.
locked in a vault.
Actually, there's another way to change the question, perhaps. Do I have like all the stuff I have access to here, like internet, that kind of thing, or is it just interpersonal contact with these people?
Yeah, you're cut off from society.
Okay, then okay, never mind. I was gonna, I was gonna try to be clever, because if I had access to internet and media, that kind of thing, I can be by myself, way easier than I could be with some fucking person I hate in the room.
Yeah.
So I would just wish for like the oldest person I have disdain for, so that eventually they would die.
Does living or dead count?
Yeah.
Okay,
Even
I would say
fictional.
fictional. Oh, okay.
Oh.
I would say like Bill Hicks is the person I love and the person I hate being Trump, and just hear him rag on Trump.
Oh, that'd be
forever.
fun.
Like
Yeah.
something like that, like a really good social critic.
Yeah.
I'm thinking you're not thinking through the part where Trump gets to talk back.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but like, come on, he's sundowning. He's not going to be able to talk for that much longer.
Yeah.
It'll just turn to a babble after a while, and then me and Bill Hicks will have to feed him liquid food.
Yeah. Trump is a hard one to beat for a person you hate.
I mean, cool, because he, again, he's detestable. He's truly one of the worst people of all time, and yet entertaining from time to time.
To watch him get flustered
Yeah.
is nourishment from heaven.
Yeah, or just watching him just be a shithead. You're like, I don't know. I mean, it's very, very Sopranos-esque. You're like, dude, Tony Soprano is an evil man, but he's fucking entertaining.
He's compulsively
He's
watchable.
very, very watchable.
Yeah, that's what I would say. I guess anyone personally from my life that there would be some Stockholm syndrome there, where the person I hate, I was like, why do I really hate them? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
there's not like it's all petty nonsense that probably derives from my own insecurities or some shit. So
Yeah.
I would.
Plus, you kind of have to think eventually you'd get over it. Like, like people I have
we're
like,
in this together, man.
yeah, like people I have like a personal beef with. It didn't just start with a personal beef. We have some shared history or something like that. So eventually you could probably work through it and be like, well, we're all stuck here, so we could get back to, whatever started the friendship or whatever.
And eventually, even in like the thing of Bill Hicks like ragging on Trump so hard that he like cries and shits his pants, occasionally we're gonna be like, you want to come next to the fire and have one of these chocolate bars, man?
And occasionally
I would like that very much, thank you. And then we'd have a moment of bonding.
I think after a while you'd probably also be like, Bill, chill the fuck out.
Yeah, you're like, Jesus, dude. Like, can you just be calm for 1 minute? And like, he's a human being.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be a weird Stockholm syndrome thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, I don't know.
Okay, new question. You have to quarantine yourself with somebody you love and an open micer you hate.
Oh, come on.
Just kidding.
You sneaky devil.
Goat versus fish.
Huh?
Can we talk shit about that guy?
Which one?
Goat versus fish.
What is goat versus fish?
He wears a fucking towel around his waist and a crown, and he just walks up to people and he goes, "Goat or fish?"
Maybe it's good comedy died.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And then you're supposed to say goat or fish.
Right.
And then he'll remember, and next time he sees you, he goes, "Oh, you're a goat."
It's all building to something, right? It's got to be.
No, that's his whole act.
A mass shooting.
Yeah.
That's what it's building to. Oh, Lord.
Goat versus fish versus bullet. Pick one.
Pick one.
You must pick one. Oh, boy.
This is an interesting thing that's happened during Corona in the past 24 hours.
Uh-huh.
UFC fighter John Jones arrested for DUI.
Oh, shit.
His second one.
Wow.
This time he had a gun on him. The reason the cops came because people heard gunshots.
Wow.
He's just firing a gun all drunk.
Wait, in his car?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Wow.
That's pretty
I
cool.
would say, wow, what an idiot, because the cops are even paying attention to people who are just out.
Yeah.
But yeah, you kind of got to respect the chutzpah.
I mean,
And he's
a lot of
probably on
boxing.
coke, too, because he's always on coke.
that's kind of his thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
What a
that's-
true danger to society.
Yeah, and he could beat the fuck out of anybody. That's the other dangerous part. He already has a gun. He's already the fucking champion of the world, Like,
Yeah. Jesus, that's a dangerous man right there.
yeah. And
I say just let him be. Just let him do it. Let him get it out. If he's got to pop off a couple rounds in the air and drunk drive on empty streets, let him do it. Like, this is his purge.
I mean, if you had a gun, now's the time to pop off rounds.
Yeah.
yeah.
According to the criminal complaint, first reported by KOAT in Albuquerque, officers responded to gunshots and they found Jones in the driver's seat of his vehicle. He claimed he didn't know anything about the gunshots fired. Officers noticed that Jones seemed intoxicated and he admitted to officers that he had been driving earlier that night and intended to drive again. Which is what you want to say to the cops.
Yeah.
He submitted to a sobriety test and performed poorly on all of them.
Poorly. D minus.
Which, by the way, everybody, and I would learn this in health class,
Yeah.
don't take the test.
Yeah. You're right. You don't have to.
You're supposed to not even admit to drinking at all.
You don't say shit. As soon as you get pulled over, stick your hands out the fucking window and say, "Take me to jail."
Yeah.
and then you can fight it and get out of it.
They take your blood now, though.
I think they still have to get a warrant to do all that shit.
Oh, in Texas, they can just fucking
Oh, well, yeah.
put a needle in you.
Jesus,
They lick the side of the needle and be like, it's clean. And then they stick it in your arm. Yeah.
He's tested positive for cocaine after a fight before.
Hell yeah. I mean, that's the best time to do.
Cocaine stays in your system for 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that means he couldn't stop doing coke 3 days before he had to fight.
Actually, that's probably a good thing to do before a fight. I've never done cocaine, but I have seen Scarface, and he was able to get a bunch of bullets before he finally went down after doing a mountain of coke. So.
When the
interesting.
cocaine hits, you feel no pain.
Yeah.
I believe Bob Marley.
yeah.
You're not allowed to do any drugs before. You're not even allowed to take like an aspirin.
Yeah. All right.
They don't want you to be high in the ring.
No.
Yeah. It's against the rules. They say
I
it's a
believe it.
painkiller.
Yeah, no, I believe that. Yeah.
Mike Tyson said he was high in the ring once and he broke the guy's spine.
Jesus Christ.
Christ.
That's so much worse than
You
the
mean
joke I was going to make.
Lovable, cuddly hangover starring Mike Tyson?
Yeah. Lord.
That's what happens when you get high off weed. If you're Mike Tyson, you start
tell you.
punching people's spines.
Jesus Christ.
Did anybody go down any interesting YouTube rabbit holes recently?
No. I'm just watching performances from bands I like.
Yeah.
I just use YouTube to listen to music. Like a fucking dumb stoner who won't pay for Spotify.
I don't know how I got into this wormhole, but I started just typing in like weirdest fish on Earth. And just watching like anglerfish and monkfish and oarfish. And
Like
just,
the glowing fish that are like...
that's the anglerfish, man. One with the big ass jaws and the sharp teeth with the little glowing lure in front of it.
Jesus, that's some
Freaking
dinosaurs.
myself out, man.
Dude, they're fucking aliens.
I
Fish
know.
look fucking cool.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
so that's my suggestion for today. Take some time and just go to YouTube and just type in like world's weirdest fish. And
Yeah.
there's so many goddamn videos, and there's some that are actually from that I found that was really compelling. That was like super high def footage from like a university marine biology department. They were studying, thermal vents in the bottom of the ocean and stuff. And it's just the nerdiest research interns narrating the thing where they're just like, wow, look at the spine of that whale. Wow. And it's just all these like, there was one that it was a dead whale on the bottom of the ocean. So it was just its bones, and there was just millions of octopuses just eating whatever's left over the bones.
That is the most, and I hate it when people say this, but that is the most metal shit I've ever heard.
It's so cool. Yeah. So anyway, that's my recommendation. Bring forth the mollusk.
There's a fuckload of fishing videos on YouTube. I used to watch them a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
There's just people who catch fish every day and put it online. You can find all these videos of people catching 400-pound fucking Goliath groupers.
Yeah.
And it's fun to watch these videos because the people who film them love fishing so much that when they fucking get one on the line, they just start screaming with like a childlike joy.
I wish I could be that happy about anything.
I know. It makes you want to go fishing. Fishing is fun already, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I'd do it.
Y'all remember the guys with the who caught the sunfish and they were like in Massachusetts, but they didn't know what a sunfish is.
Oh yeah.
So they're trying to whale in. They're like, "It's a freaking wheel, kid! Look at it!"
Oh, let's hear it.
Oh, it's one of my favorite just pieces of audio ever.
Classic viral video.
Yeah,
right here.
absolutely.
I don't know what this is. Holy shit. 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 What the hell is it? What the fuck? What the fuck? Let's hook it. Oh my god. 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 Oh my fucking god! Oh my god! What is that thing, dude? Oh man!
What is that thing, dude?
What is that thing, dude? I was so surprised to find out that Jeff May didn't know these people.
Wow. That's awesome. What is that thing, dude?
What is that thing, dude?
That's a great way to calibrate the Boston accent, too. Like, watch that thing, you're like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
What is that kid?
What
the fuck is that thing, dude?
The best is where he goes, he's trying to say, it's a freaking whale, kid, but he says, it's a freaking wheel, kid.
It's a freaking wheel, kid.
It sounds like he's saying wheel. It's great.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Holy fucking god.
This is a great time to go back and watch old viral videos.
Yeah.
Oh, man, if someone would put together a list of the classics.
Yeah. Let's get your Leave Britney Alone. Let's get your fucking...
I mean...
You done goofed.
You done goofed.
Let's get the news
consequences
reporter.
will never be the same. I believe that.
Let's get... the
news reporter falling off the grape stomping thing onto her face and making the noise.
Oh, that noise she...
Fucking Bagel Boss.
Bagel Boss. Oh, the guy in the woods cutting the promo on Chick-fil-A being closed on Sunday. Unforgivable.
Unforgivables, man. Those were high school delights.
Oh, yeah.
Unforgivable. Yeah, dude. Someone needs to throw... Sam, I think I've never met someone so equipped to do this. Could you make a list?
Make a supercut
of the essentials YouTube videos.
God damn it. It'll cut into my video game time.
Yeah,
but I got to do it.
Yeah,
I got to do it for the people.
Yeah.
For the people.
For the people.
Oh, man.
Lordy.
That sounds good.
Was that an ep?
I think so.
I have nothing else to talk about.
Yeah, dude.
I got video games in the mail yesterday, so my life is going to be good for at least 2 weeks.
Hell yeah.
I envy you. I applaud your candor. I got a turkey sandwich downstairs with my name on it.
Oh, yeah. I'm hungry.
All right, well, take care, everybody, and we'll see you next time.
It's time for the percolator. 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 It's time for the percolator.